and also summer school or winter camp to invite scholars and students to work together.
Okay, let me start with some photos. Can you imagine what this photo is? Looks like Asian. Look at the history of emergence of a nanoscale. You can find a very interesting
and kind of it's a network theory. Although they do claim to have found
wants to reoccupy, to take over the economy and change the power dynamics, but
so at the end of knowledge making, that might be a contribution to the science.
After the end of the Cold War, ASEAN has, similar to the European Union,
the idea was that the students from all over the world.
I had the tendency myself to see this. This is the state speaking, it's a voice thing, right? And this is society speaking.
After the heavy things, let's make the session easier, okay, more fun. So this session is to meet the participants and also our faculty members.
What I talked about today is part of a project that I'm trying to finish up, feminism and concubinage, part of which has to do with the sex workers movement that happened in Taiwan.
Started a long time ago. I started my MA studies in Vienna at the Chinese department and the Department of Tibetan Buddhist Studies.
I studied novel or poetry from the viewpoint of voice, body, sense, and sexuality.
Discuss the question of Cold War knowledge production in Taiwan and how it can be related to the operations of.
Right now I'm studying colonialism. Internal colonialism with Uyghur is more specific for myself.
Very nice to see you all here, and I hope that we have very fruitful, meaningful, and constructive academic conversation. Thank you.
So, aside from demonstrating on these very specific issues on Orangasi land policy, Orangasi land rights, most of the indigenous people don't have the opportunity to know this. Because the history textbook never talk about this.
But now I want to ask some practical questions concerning that. What is the next step?
So why do you think we should really give them a big recognition and even educate them to fight for their place?
Make one point. I think one of the things that, if you look at the two other papers on this panel, one of the things that combines them is issues of land, and this is not accidental.
Mr. Sampad. On the afternoon of November 26, 2016, I met Mr. Sampad in Ranakia, a village.
The things that I'm consuming the kind of the critical potential of revolutionary modernity is also weird that the text or this cultural text
have to connect it to many part of that.
Congress and the Senate, the legislative branches.
There's actually a difference between left-wing melancholy and left-wing mourning. I'm going to pick up the story in the post-war, which is when Takeuchi is the most famous, right?
Decolonizing project have demonstrated the fact that the Enlightenment knowledge, which
how to decolonize that axis. And then we will, I think all of us are looking for some kind of a different model. However, the model.
Okay, they're ready? So we are come downstairs.
Look at the Japanese people who rule Taiwan, and we are going to walk a very special walkway. Don't be afraid because we are still in the daytime, and Agnes told us that he will not go here alone at night because it will be called as the death walkway. Why? You know, as the leprosy patient, they not only suffer from their appearance, but also they suffer from their heart.
Our master even carried it to every protest occasion, just try to show people that please do not forget this place. Yeah.
容颜，我们跟你跟我们在一起。谢谢你啊。
Ex-president of Rusaslina Self-Help Association.
After the end of the Asia-Pacific War. Today I am focusing in particular on the cultural activities of these Japanese laborers in the provincial Manchurian city of Hegan.
Although this is a very small group of Taiwanese being interned then sent back to Taiwan, but we can see that within this process there's a repositioning of East Asian powers.
We talked about the ordinary people's experience and things. Definitely, it's always important to look at their actual emotions and how they remember all this kind of stuff and things. So just one.
This is up at the moment, and now history comes in, and memory comes in. But what I said in my lecture on Monday.
For our group presentation, we want to show a map under the rubric of border politics.
Some of our group members have specific research cases on the people who moved cross-border by the state management or wars.
I feel that very good about the future of academia and inter-Asian knowledge exchange. Imagine some of you will be prop views of the future. So, yeah.
It seems like a time to test Professor. Does he remember everyone's name?